My parents, they fled from Myanmar at the age of around 14. My dad's father was shot by the Burmese military. When they talk about it, sometimes they go to aspects where they have to hide when the military comes, because and women have been raped, children have been burned, men have been killed for many years. It's been going on for many years, but there's no one to raise a voice against it. My parents fled to Bangladesh, and they lived in the refugee camp for 18 years before we came to Bradford. I am a Rohingya Muslim. Many Rohingyas like me are from Myanmar. We're an ethnic minority, and so many people don't really know that there is even a minority called Rohingyans. Well, most Rohingyas are in Bangladesh, live in refugee camps, but the Rohingyans are scattered around the world. Some here, some in America, some in Thailand, some in Malaysia. But they're all there for one reason: to keep away from the persecution and the torture from Myanmar. Well, I came to Bradford when I was around 3.5 years old. I think it was around February 2009. The UK government has given us citizenship, even though we came as refugees. They gave us all the rights that others had. They let us merge into the society like others. And now here we're living no one even knows that we're refugees, no one knows anything about us. The opportunities that I have here, my parents didn't have that when they were small. I can have a good education, free education. I can confidently say something that I want to become this, and I have hope that I will become that. But my parents, they always had a lack of hope. 3 years ago, when I visited the refugee camp, I was actually completely surprised, because when I found out that I was born there, I started comparing my life back here and there. It's not like a normal life how we would experience here. It's full of restrictions. They stripped them of their citizenship rights. They all live in that fear that the government will send them back to Burma. And now they're having fences built around the refugee camp. Earlier this year there was a fire at the camp where my relatives live. I saw how the houses were all broken down, and it's happened for them as if it's something really normal. They're all scared whether the fire's going to come from this side or that side. Yeah, I'm living here, but the effect I had on there affects me as well, because it's like my family members are going through the same that thing. Just because they're refugees in Bangladesh doesn't mean that they've been deprived of most rights. They're still humans. We're all humans. We come from the same root, but in Bangladesh, it's not like that. Neither is Burma. They don't think about the humans first. They think you're Rohingyan, I'm Burmese. There's no connections. If a person doesn't have any sort of trouble in their life, then they're unknown of those troubles. They don't know how people feel. But for a person who actually has gone through that life, when later on they have a reformed life like us, they'll take more use of it. Right now, the most important thing for me is my education. When I grow up, I want to be a barrister. If law's there, it protects you. And from my parents' background, where they're in Burma, the law was there, but only for the rich, not for the poor. Every human being deserves the right to freedom. This allows them to make their own decisions. This allows them to go where they want without any restrictions. And freedom is something that if you have, it allows you to think more widely. It allows you to dream. It allows you to raise your hopes more. I'm using my voice here to explain about my life and my parents' background. Because if you have a voice, you can stand up against any violence, any torture. One person raises their voice against one violence, then 100 will raise after. If we were there, we wouldn't be able to do this. The media, the press, would never know a single thing about it. What I like about Bradford from all other towns is that it's quite diverse. I like the diversity. I like how everyone is welcomed. We may be from different countries, we may speak different languages, we may eat different food, we may like different things, but the most common thing is that we're all humans, we have feelings, we have the right to live. Humanity is, some people understand it, some people don't. And the main thing, I think if everyone understands the concept of humanity, everything will fall back into its place.